What's up, guys? Night of 2010 from Birquq.com. I got a Shisha review for you today. Um, just for I am Karna-chan, I'm wearing a shirt and clothes in this review. I know you decided that it was wrong that I was naked in the last video. So just for you, I put on an undershirt. Anyway, today, Tangiers, Birquq, Rangoon, Sunrise. This is my first experience with the Birquq line, their new line from Tangiers. Picked this up in a trade on the forums. Thank you, Big Chill, for sending me this. The cut is pretty standard. It's chopped up, finely cut, very, very black, and pretty moist. It's not as saturated as Noir or Lucid, but it is very, very, very wet. So you're going to want to smoke this in a funnel bowl, and you're especially going to want to smoke this in a Tangiers funnel bowl, because this is a Tangiers tobacco, which smokes better out of a genuine Tangiers funnel. Anyway, smell. It's weird. I'm going to be honest, it's really weird. I watched a few reviews before I made my video so that I could kind of see what other people thought, because I really had no idea what to say about the smell. And someone made a good point. It was Drunken So, or Dan, that I watched his video. He said that the more people say and talk about what they smell or what they smell and taste, the more you're able to pick that up, and that's true. I watched 3 reviews: Hugenstein, Dan, and AOJ. I watched their reviews of this flavor, and every time that they said a different flavor or smell that they found in this, I was able to notice it once I started smelling it and tasting it again. But my initial thought was, I do smell peach, and I'm not very happy with that, because if you watch my videos and you know me, I don't like anything peach. The only thing that I like peach flavored is peaches. That's it. So I was kind of scared when I picked up that peach, but Dan is right. You do smell a little bit of kashmir in there. I don't know if it's a kashmir peach or it's just that there's peach and kashmir in the flavor, but it's not a strong kashmir. It's just like a spice undertone kind of a thing going on there. It's weird. It's definitely very, very fruity and very exotic smelling. Rangoon is obviously Asian inspired, you know. Like a Rangoon is a Asian fried dumpling food. If you watch AOJ, he talks about it. If you watched his review, but Rangoon it's also like an area in Asia, so that fits the smell, because the smell is very tropical, not tropical, but exotic fruit smelling. I get peach, kashmir, and I don't know what the other fruit is. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Once I watched Hugenstein's review and AOJ's review, they said that jackfruit is what it was. I never tried Tangiers jackfruit flavor, and I've never tried a jackfruit, so I don't know what that's like, but I'm assuming that's what it is that I'm picking up, because that is a exotic type of fruit, and that's probably what's in this. So if you like jackfruit, you're probably going to like this. If you like peach, you're going to like this. Anyway, I have this in my KM single pair standard setup for now. I've got 2 more KMs that I'm buying here soon, so we're going to start changing up a setup here in the next few weeks. But for now, small Tangiers funnel bowl, 3 Cocoa Jammers on there, and an Ojumos. Now, the rule with Birquq is you want to use about 1/3 less the heat than you would with Noir or Lucid line. So normally what I do in a small funnel is I would put 3 Cocoa Jammers on there. What I did to start this off was I very, very gingerly put 2 Cocoa Jammers on there, and I put them on the edge so that there was only about 1/4 of the coal on the bowl. And once it started to heat it up, I slowly moved those into the middle. And then once it started to heat up even more, about 10 minutes later, moved those out to the edges and then stonehenged the third to add it on. So I'm rotating between those 3 coals and then taking one off, moving them out and throwing a wind cover on there, trying to find the right heat management, because Birquq is more sensitive to heat than the other Tangiers lines, which are already extremely heat sensitive. So once you factor in that Birquq is even more heat sensitive than the others, you got your work cut out for you. But once you get it down, not a big deal. Anyway, so let's talk about smoke and taste. Right now, the coals are about half the size they were, so I've got all 3 on there and moved out to the outer edge of the bowl. I'm outside, so the clouds are dissipating pretty quickly. They're not actually as big as normal, like Noir or Lucid clouds that I've had before. That could be because I'm being kind of I'm babying it with the heat because I don't want to burn it. Because sometimes I get, when I smoke Tangiers, since I started smoking Nakla and Alfakir a lot, I get kind of impatient and I rush the heat too much on that because I'm in a hurry, you know, and I end up burning it, and then I can't inhale all the way because it tastes bad or it burns and it tickles your throat. So I'm trying not to do that with this. I'm babying it, so the clouds aren't that big, but they're still, you know, above average. Taste is a lot like it smells. It's that I don't taste as much of the peach as I do the kashmir and whatever that other fruit is, which I'm assuming is a jackfruit because that's what the other 2 guys said. It's very, very oriental fruit tasting. Dan and his friends said that they tasted it like an oriental tea and a little bit of citrus. I don't pick that up as much. When I heard that, I was expecting something close to Fumari's citrus tea flavor, and that's not at all what I'm getting. So I don't particularly taste the citrus or the tea-like flavor, but it is weird. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one, and that's because I don't like exotic fruit or peach. Like Nakla Miso Lychee, which is another oriental exotic fruit, didn't sit real well with me. None of the exotic fruits like that do. I don't know why, I'm not a fan of that. But that's what it tastes like, so if you're into that sort of thing, you're probably going to like this flavor. For me, I'm going with a 6 out of 10. Flavor is pretty strong. It's not in your face or anything, but it is very potent, and it's easy to pick up. So they did a good job with that, but I don't like that exotic thing, the whole exotic. I mean, granted, I did, you know, volunteer to try this, so it's not like I'm being forced into something I don't want to smoke, but I want to try, you know, a little bit of everything. So it's just too exotic for me. I don't know why I can't handle that weird fruit thing, but yeah. I'll probably finish up all 40 grams of this that I have left, but I wouldn't buy this one again just because it is a flavor that I'm not a fan of. I mean, it tastes like it's supposed to. It is an oriental, excuse me, exotic fruit taste. So don't get me wrong. If you like that, you're gonna like this. It does taste like it's supposed to. I don't care for that flavor. So I'm only gonna give it a 6 out of 10. But if you're into that, pick it up, guys. I believe they have this in stock over at 5starhookah.com now. Second or third batch of Birquq is on its way out now, so hurry up and get that before it's all sold out. Until next time, guys, I'm Night of 2010, and I'll see you guys later.